2022 Porsche Taycan GTS First Drive, Split Personality. But before we start, please support us by pressing the like and subscribe buttons, so that we can continue to provide information about car and motorcycle news. Also turn on the bell button to get the latest updates. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you. When Porsche invited us to drive the new GTS version of the Taycan electric sedan at Willow Springs Raceway, we were already saying yes, before it could finish asking. We love the way other Taycan variants seamlessly translate the Porsche driving experience to the world of electric cars, and we're eager to try this promising new variant on one of our favorite tracks. In retrospect, we're especially glad for the track time, as it's perhaps the best way to experience this car's split personality. A new GTS version of the electric Taycan. The Taycan GTS is positioned in both price and power between the 482 horsepower Taycan 4S and the 616 horsepower Taycan Turbo. Output is 509 horsepower, boosted to 590 in launch mode, and 626 pounds-to-foot, split between two motors, one at each axle. As with other all-wheel drive Taycans, the GTS has a 2-speed transmission for the rear motor, while the front remains single-speed. As with the GTS versions of other Porsche models, there are other performance tweaks, including bigger front brakes, with a carbon ceramic package as an option, Porsche Active Suspension Management, PASM, or Porsche Speak for adaptive damping, and height adjustable air suspension as standard. Rear axle steering and active anti-roll bars are options, but the racy blacked out trim is part and parcel of the GTS package. Enter the schoolmarm. At Porsche's urging, we took our first few laps in our chalk-colored sedan with PASM set to its stiffest Sport Plus setting and the Stability Control System, PSM, or Porsche Stability Management, in its standard mode. With some of us having been away from Big Willow since before the pandemic, we were prepared to start at a moderate pace, but the Taycan GTS was ready to take on the track at full attack. Thanks to the car's extraordinary grip, we were able to take our initial lap at speeds right up against the edge of our comfort zone. Familiarization rapidly returned, and with it more speed, and yet the Taycan GTS remained unfailingly neutral. As we dialed up our speed, it refused to do anything but go exactly where we pointed it, at most slapping our wrists with a little understeer if we pushed too hard into the corners. Where'd the power go? The Taycan GTS felt like it was giving us all the velocity we dialed up, but for one frustrating corner, turn 4, a sharp right-hander that unwinds gently. A pivot at the peak of a hill, it's a surefire place to get nearly any car to rotate, but not the Taycan. Instead, the stability control system would cut in and cut the power, and we'd glide impotently downhill to turn 5, wondering exactly what we had done wrong to earn such a frustrating timeout. Our guess, which we would soon discover was wrong, was that we carried a bit too much speed into the corner and turned in too sharply, causing a little front end push, though that didn't quite make sense, as we'd previously understeered without penalty. Turn 4 problems aside, we quickly built up a great deal of respect for the way the Taycan GTS went about its business. We liked the fast, nanometer precise steering, though we wouldn't mind if the effort wasn't quite so heavy, and were impressed by how well the car kept itself buttoned down. During this session, it was a little Audi-esque in its unwillingness to slide around, perhaps, but provided an impressive and safe way to tour Big Willow at high speeds. A less restrictive mode, and an unrestricted Taycan. And then Porsche suggested we change PSM to its less restrictive sport setting and head out again, and rather than simply change modes, it felt as if we had changed cars. Gone was the Taycan GTS obsessive-compulsive schoolmarm demeanor, now it was a tail-happy goofball, as happy to take turns sideways as it was straight on. With the envelope opened, the Taycan GTS revealed its true nature, exceptionally well-balanced, keen to rotate, and all but immune to understeer. Where once the Taycan held resolutely to our line, it was now eager to loosen its tail and allow us to power slide through the corners, and with no worries about being in the right gear. All praise the electric motor's ability to produce 100% of its torque at any speed. And that trouble we had between turns 3 and 4? We quickly realized that wasn't us, it was the chassis eagerness to let its tail fly like a flag that was triggering an early warning from the stability control system. Freed from its keep the line at all costs constraints, we could now easily rotate the car to point it down the hill and blast hell for leather into turn 5.
Thanks for watching. Drop a like. Leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.